Alright, so in this tutorial we are, I'll make a new one. This is going to be a tutorial on how to make a Galaga style game. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and basically it's like Asteroid, you know, where they had little things that come down. Let's see, what is this called? This is called, I'm going to call it Galaga style. I shall just call it Galaga. And I'm just going to go ahead and store this onto, 2D game example, select folder. Oops, and I got to do _ Unity. Alright, because this is going to be my Unity folder. And I am making sure that it's 2D. And I'm going to create the project. And I will wait for it to pop up. Guess I'll pause it till it comes up. Alright, good. We have this up here. So first thing I'm going to do is actually just set up so that I have the kind of game set up. So I'm going to go to build settings, and I can select, so I can click on this and switch platform if I want to make for Android, WebGL, so on and so forth. We're going to keep it right on this one for now. We'll say PC and Mac, that's fine. I'm going to go also to edit project settings player, and then over here it gives me some options. So default is full screen. So we're going to turn that off, and we're going to say we're going to make it 1024 by 1024. Alright. And good. And then what I'm also going to do over here is that I already have one. I named it web, but you can see there's already these setups here. So here's standalone, but if I want to make a custom one, I can choose fixed resolution or do aspect ratio, and then do like 1024 by 1024, and I can label it. I'll do standalone, and then it will show up here like that as well, which is good. That's what I wanted. Alrighty, so next what I'm going to do is create my folder structure here. So I'm going to create folder animation, animation, and we will create another folder. We'll call it prefabs, and we will create another folder. And this one will be scenes, and create another folder, scripts, and lastly create folder sprites. Okay, and then let's see, 1 column, 2 column layout. Oh, we'll keep it at 2 column. Oh, wow, suddenly that's not. There we go, 2 column. Alright. Good. So, there we go. I'd rather have it like this. Okay. So we got that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and save this file. Save scene as. I'm going to save it into my scenes folder, and we're just going to call it main, because it's our main scene. And go ahead and save it. Good. And so now it's saved in scenes, and we are going to now bring in our sprites. So I'm going to open up the sprites here. I'm just going to set this to the side. And we are, I'm just going to set these over here. So I'm going to do building blue, building green. These are on my background. Okay, accidentally double clicked on it. Building green. Let's see, I'll just grab all of them. There we go. Drop those all in there. Great. And then I also have characters. So I have computer, newbie, shoot. Okay. Boom. Alright, so now I got all my sprites in there, and now I got my sprites. That's good. The next thing I'm going to do is just test the sizes that I need. So the best way I found to kind of do this is just to, I'm just going to drop this one in here, and we will see what size it is. And it is, I mean, looking at the game, that's kind of small. So I'm going to look at this, look what the import settings are. Right now it's 100 units per pixel per unit, right? So each one of these squares is a unit, which means that there's 100 pixels up and down. Now if you remember, this is 64 by 64, so it's literally like about half. If I turn this to, let's say, 64, what you'll see, and hit apply, it'll be about the size. This square is the same as the square here. Okay, so 64 is better because that's actually what I made it as, but that seems still a little too small. So let's do 128, or actually, sorry, we gotta go the other way. We'll do 32 and apply. And 32 looks a little bit better. That seems a little bit big now. Let's try 48 and hit apply. All right, I'm gonna go with 48. Now the other thing I want you to notice is this. If you look, see how it looks kind of fuzzy? Now, most of the time, that's fine. That's what you want. But because this is a pixel style, and I want it to be like nice and sharp, right in here, you'll see it says filter mode. Basically, what it does is it's like anti-aliasing it. It's trying to make it smoother. So if I do point no filter, it'll leave it as exact pixels, which is what I want so that I can keep that pixelated look. So I'm going to make sure it has none, and then hit apply. I'm going to go ahead and select these, grab all three of these, just holding control for each one. I'm going to do, what was it, 48. And I'm going to change this to that, and we will apply. Oh, whoops. This one will be 48. I grabbed the wrong one. And point no filter and apply. Okay. Good. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and sprite sheet. So what I'm going to do is these ones I'm going to, well, actually we'll do this. We'll come back to these ones. So I'm going to look at this one, and you can see it says single, but you see there's actually 2 frames in here. So I'm going to go from, let me see something real quick. Yeah, I'm going to go from single, and we're going to do multiple. Okay, and then I'm going to go to sprite editor, and we'll apply. And what I can do is I can do this 2 ways. I can do this. I could do automatic and slice. The problem is, though, is that the height of this one, you can see, is actually larger than this one. So when they go to animate, it'll actually shift it, which is not what I want. Instead, there should be the same distance here. So I have 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it by cell count. So I have 1 column, but I have 2 rows. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 rows and hit slice. And then it'll cut it. And you can see its feet are on the bottom of this slice, and its feet are on the bottom of this slice. Okay? Then I'll hit apply. I'm going to select this one, and I got to make sure it's on multiples, and hit apply. And I'm going to do this one again by cell count, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So there's 2 this way, and there's 2 this way. So cell count, yeah, get back here. So 2 and 2, and I'll hit slice. And that way you can see basically the top of the head is where it gets sliced on each one, and we'll hit apply. And I am going to select this one, and for this one I'm going to go ahead and do multiple and apply. And for this, I'm actually just going to go ahead and do automatic. That way it just slices around it, and it makes it cleaner. Same thing with this one. I'm just going to switch this, even though it's not multiples. I just want the ability to slice it. So I'll do slice and automatic, just so that it makes basically the image smaller, and apply. So now when I go to use it, you'll see that it's should be considerably smaller. Yeah, see how the box is around it here? That's what I was looking for. Okay. Good. Now what we need to do is I'm going to back this thing up. Okay. Is the building, so they are way too small. So I got to go through these and think about what I want them to be here, right? So I'm going to go by this grid. So this grid should be as wide as this. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units, right? And I have, it's 128. So I need 128 to go into 10 units. I'm not worried about the 256 up and down. So 128 divided by, I guess, 10. So let's do 11. Hit apply. We'll drop it in here. And it goes a little bit off. I guess I don't need 11. Let's try 12. And hit apply. Let's try 13. This should have a gap a little bit, yeah. So let's do 12.5. Apply. So we'll do 12.5. And what I'm going to do, and I'll go ahead and make this point no filter and apply. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of these and basically do the same thing. So I'm going to do 12.5 and point no filter and apply. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually do multiples on all of these as well. So we're going to go to here, and I'm going to do multiple, and we will apply. And then I'm just going to grab the one and do the sprite editor, slice, and we'll just do automatic, slice, apply. And I'm just going to go right down the line, slice, and apply, slice, apply, slice, apply, apply, and slice, apply, and lastly slice, and apply. Beauteous. Okay. So now I've got all of these in here, and they're looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and save this again. And I am going to think about how I'm going to get this to work. So the first thing I need to do is basically, I want this to be animated so it's constantly moving down, to try and get the idea that this background is just like we're moving forward, but really it's just going to be this background moving down like this. That's the goal. That's why if you look, oops, you can see I made it longer than what it needs to be. Okay, so it's basically double the size that it actually has to be. So let's try typing in 5. So 5.5, that's too much. 5.25. Let me see. Oh, I think I see a little bit of blue. So let's just do 5.2. We'll say. Okay, that's good enough. All right, so it's gonna be like that, and then what I want to do more or less is animate this moving down. Okay, so that it matches with its previous self. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this selected, hit create to create an animation, and I'm gonna go ahead and save it to my animations, and I'm gonna call this grid. Okay, and we're going to add a property, and the only one I need is my transform. So I'm going to click on position, and then it's how long I want it to take. So right now it's at basically 1 second. So I'm going to make that take longer than 1 second. Let's try doing 5. All right. Let's see. I don't think I'm quite on. Oh, maybe I am. Okay. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm just going to move this directly down. And we'll go to, so I need this to be where the other one is. So I'm not sure what that looks like. And, okay, so you can see it jumps, right? So if I go to the very beginning, it's, okay, so you can't even see the, whatchamacallit here, the road. So, I need it to go all the way to the end, like that. So we're going to, I'm going to go to the end of the road. So the road's a little bit off. Can I get a little bit more? No, see, then I lose it. So I'm going to go right to where this road is. Right there. Alright, and then I wonder if I did something like this. No, we're not going to do it like that. Okay, I'm just going to take this, and I'm just going to go back 1, so it's just before the road. So it's like that, and then we'll hit play. And I screwed up. So I need to delete these. Go to this one, bring that back 1, so it's actually on 5. Take this here, I guess, and we'll pull this up to there, and then we'll play it and see what happens. And you can't really tell that it's looping. Looks pretty good. So if you see over here, you can see what's actually happening. Is it's something like this, okay? Yay! And I'm just gonna leave it like that. I just want it to loop, so I'm just gonna stop that, and now you'll see. I'll go ahead and save this. When I play this game, which currently has nothing happening, it will just play this, okay? And now what I'm gonna do basically is create the other background elements and have them animated, moving down. That basically follow the same thing, and it should be fun. Yay! Okay. And there we go. So I'm gonna save this, and then we will continue on with the next video.